Hello, everyone. So we're back for our third session of the day, and I am super, super stoked for this session. Today we have the Uncommon team. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell you more about what they're about because it's such an exciting initiative. But I'll just give a little bit of a background. So Uncommon.org is an EdTech nonprofit founded in Zimbabwe that turns old shipping containers into solar-powered innovation hubs to bring modern tech skills to low-income communities. For 12 months, they select young adults who are enrolled in the free Uncommon Bootcamp, where they learn about UI and UX design, digital marketing, and front-end web development. In the afternoons, the bootcamp students teach free coding classes at the local government schools in the communities. So today you'll be hearing from Carlton, Munya, Diana, and Tanya about their Uncommon journeys and the vision for Uncommon.org. Thank you so much for being here, and we're really looking forward to this session.
Good evening, everyone. We are Uncommon, a non-profit technology organization that teaches for free in-demand tech skills to young adults and school children from low-income communities. You may wonder what is our purpose or why do we invest in unlikely places? Natasha, can you take us to the next slide, please? So the reason behind Uncommon is that we want to create equal learning and financial chances for everyone. For example, it is extremely important for equal access to technologies at all levels, especially for learning purposes, so that everyone can learn better. In the era of e-education, people can learn more smartly. Technological advancement has paved the way to increasing the use of interactive methods of learning effectively. Any technological advancement made in this sector needs to be shared globally, since this kind of development meets the present needs and jobs future generations to satisfy their needs, right? And we want to make sure that there are equal opportunities for kids that are born in low-income communities in Africa, as like have access to the same kind of opportunities that kids who are born in New York City have. So as Uncommon, as an organization, once there are equal opportunities, we believe that we break the barriers to do with social origin, gender, social economic class, and country or place of birth, which can play a significant role in impacting likelihood of education and financial success. So this is a global problem. I think everyone knows this, and we have set out to resolve from its foundation via a sustainable and scalable model as an organization. This is the most fun part of Uncommon, making changes in people's lives. And the last thing that I would like to share with you as an organization is that we believe that we all have almost the same potential when it comes to what we can do or how far we can go if we are given the same resources. I believe everyone has the same feeling. For us, that's not how it ought to be. As an organization, we believe that access to technology is a human right and not just something that belongs to the wealthy. The rich people are the ones who are mostly said to have like everything in regards to technological advancement, but then yet in the low-income communities, there isn't all that. We live in a world that's not fair based on like where you're born, in which family you are born. This affects the opportunities you're going to have in life, but we don't believe that's right. As an organization, we believe that everybody everywhere should have equal access to the opportunities to learn the skills that will change their lives. That's the ultimate reason why we built this organization, because that's what we are fighting for as an organization. I'll leave this moment to Munya to take you to the next phase.
Hi everyone, my name is Munya. I'm going to take you through starting at our mission and going deeper into our model as well. So we are a non-profit EdTech organization, and our mission is to empower people from low-income communities all over the world to learn the tech skills they need to improve their lives and lift themselves from poverty. Let me go to the next page. So that is our mission, to empower people from low-income communities all over the world to learn the tech skills they need to improve their lives and lift themselves from poverty. Can you move to the next slide? Now, in our model, we have a statement that reads, investing in local infrastructure, training unemployed young adults for the tech workforce, and also empowering thousands of school kids to write their first lines of code. So we do what we do by establishing first a local base of operations in the form of an innovation hub. That is the local infrastructure investment. And we recruit unemployed young adults from the same community where we have set up our innovation hub. The aim will be to empower them with the in-demand tech skills they need to secure employment. We want to ensure that every one of them gets a chance and an equal opportunity for anything they look forward to achieving in their life. So we are just lining them up for success in other terms. So moreover, we also aim to bring computer experience to the kids in the schools. This is something that is very rare from the low-income communities, especially here in Africa. So when the school kids are exposed to computers from a tender age, we are trying to shift the balance or the imbalance that already exists, whereby someone, take it for example, like me, maybe I would start to have a computer experience by the time I finish high school. But then we are trying to address a problem here, like Carlton was saying. So by so doing, we introduce them to computers. We have an after-school program that we run, and we volunteer to teach these kids to write their first lines of code and create simple games on the computers. Can you move to the next slide? So in these innovation hubs, we provide facilities to nurture new ideas and help develop inquisitive perspectives in youth today, serving as springboards for new ideas. An innovation hub helps them, these youths from the low-income communities, to face future challenges and meet rising aspirations due to the technological advancement that we currently have in this age. So we make these innovation hubs from old shipping containers that we convert into ultra-modern solar-powered computer labs that are located within the communities where the youth we are empowering resides. So the main purpose or the main use for the innovation hub is learning and working. So we believe if we create or establish a dedicated workspace, it will allow them to flourish. So this is where all the magic happens at the innovation hub. Can you move on to the next slide, please? Yeah. So when we establish this dedicated workspace for them, it provides a perfect environment, one in which a conducive setup is available, and then we provide reliable terms of power and space, things like that, that ensure that the mind stays inspired and reminds us how committed we ought to be in order to achieve success. So basically, that's the purpose for establishing this dedicated workspace. And then these are state-of-the-art workspaces that we believe can comparatively stand out, something that is typically non-existent within the low-income communities that are our primary target. And we also provide solar power. And this means we are not going to be affected by the, if there is load shedding on the local or the national power grid. So it will help them stay free of any excuse as to why they cannot make any progress. So this is something that we found very, very necessary to provide power in those innovation hubs as well, so that we do not have to rely on other factors that are not within our control. Can you move on to the next slide, please? Thank you. So we want our hubs to look unique because an inspiring work environment empowers those who are in it, and it fosters creativity. And by this, we mean the students and the managers who will be working there. They must feel confident upon arriving to their workspace. So our team, we want them to be proud to have some of the most unique offices here in Harare, where we have done much of our work as of now. So to us, it matters to have an inspiring and creative workspace that our team is proud of, because in such a workspace, there's a lot of engagement, networking, interaction, and then an improved ability to attract and retain a quality workforce. And then the increased team morale keeps the fun and the happiness, and also drives productivity within that workspace, because people feel like we are just one family, we are doing one thing, we are there for each other, things like that. Can you move on to the next slide, please? Oh, okay. Sorry, you can go back to the... Okay, so we are here to stay. We are not building or developing this local infrastructure elsewhere, but we are coming right there down to those communities to signify that we are going to be around for even much longer. Our hubs are developed for the local community, and the people who live there, they are the ones whom we are developing those innovation hubs for. Therefore, they are the ones also whom we task to run those hubs, because they are built for them and they are run by them. It's worth investing in these local infrastructures, because the actual problem that we are trying to solve for, it's actually there where the people are staying, even though it is a widespread issue across maybe the African continent and other marginalized areas around the globe. But we are bringing the solution right there. We are not saying people must go where there is a solution already, but we are driving the solution within the same area that we identified. I will now hand over the time to Diana, who will take us further in our presentation.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. My name is Diana, and I'm a front-end developer at Uncommon. So what makes our model unique is that we recruit unemployed people from disadvantaged and low-income communities to join our 12-month technology bootcamp. So the purpose of doing that is to reduce unemployment in our communities and to empower young youths. Because at the end of the day, once they complete the bootcamp, once they are skilled, they can start something of their own using the skills that they have learned in the bootcamp. So Natasha, can you go to the next slide, please? Thank you. So in the first month of enrollment, they learn the youth coding curriculum, where they learn how to make and just an introduction to coding to get them excited into coding. So you can go to the next slide, please. Okay. So in the next 5 months, they cover UI, UX design, front-end web development, digital marketing, and SEO. So during the first 6 months, they have to learn how to be creative, critical thinking, problem solving, among other skills that they learn in the first 6 months. So having been exposed to the courses, all those courses that we have, they begin to specialize in what area they are interested in. Thereafter, they are assigned a mentor from leading American-based countries mostly. So the reason for doing that is that we want them to have someone who will guide them through their journey of whatever they would have chosen to specialize in. Natasha, can you move to the next slide? Okay, thank you. So in exchange for enrollment in our 12-month bootcamp, Our students, they volunteer in the After Coding School program, where they teach coding lessons in primary and secondary schools for free. This is when we introduce young kids to coding games using Scratch and Wolf. So what we do is that in our classes, we maintain a teacher to student ratio of 1:4, while in the common education system, it can be as high as 1:30 to 50. So the reason why we maintain this ratio is that we want to give more attention to our kids. We want to bond with our kids so that we make learning fun. Natasha, can you move to the next slide? Okay, so for the kids, they learn how to build games. After they build those games, they play those games as well. So, well, it makes learning fun for them so that they enjoy coding. They grow up loving coding. So that's the whole aim, of introducing to these games. So I was saying we are not training the kids for the workforce, no, but to expose them to technology by teaching them how to build computer games. So, well, can you move to the next slide? Can you move to the next? Okay, thank you. So when we started initially, we had one hub in 2019, and we recruited a small group from that community where we built that hub. And in 2020, we had 3 of them. So, well, come next year, 2021, we look forward to doubling them. We want to be in every disadvantaged community in Zimbabwe, and we want to spread all over Africa, and we want to improve Africa at large. So now I hand over to Tanya, who will pick up from where I left. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. My name is Tanya. So here, Uncommon is a non-profit organization. We make money through donations and fundraising. It is advisable because you always be a prey of fear and sorrow. So here is the question that pops up in everyone's mind, like, what if you don't receive any donations that year? What if you don't raise any funds that year? So here's the answer we have. We believe we can make money with the skills we are teaching here at Uncommon. So rather than relying on donations and fundraisings, we have challenged ourselves creative revenue methods, which include, can you go to the next slide, Narasha? Which include creating of websites for clients. In return, they pay us. Our young adults are responsible for designing, building, and optimizing websites until they are live. In 2020 alone, we have managed to build 20 client projects, and we are looking forward to build more in 2021. We are not only supporting our scaling plan, but we are also providing young adults with entrepreneurial skills and managing skills. If we manage to find them a full-time job when they graduate here, they have to retain 10% of their fixed salary into the organization. We use the money to provide new resources to the next group of young adults to be trained. We have current sponsors like Novamaya. In recognition to their contribution, we have renamed their hubs in honor of their contribution. So it's like in exchange for funding to our cooperative sponsors, we paint their logo on our hubs, and we also like print their logo on our t-shirts. So that's and that's also 3 methods of us generating more income in our organization rather than relying on donations only in fundraising. So I will take this presentation back to Tadiwa, who will take us more.
So, basically, you would wonder, where are we going with this organization? What's the vision? We look forward to delivering high quality education in the next coming years. We look forward to be delivering like the highest quality skills, not just in Zimbabwe, but all over Africa. We want to recruit millions of school children into our to join our after school program, making sure that they experience their first lines of code because of Uncommon. We want to be the inspiration for school children to choose computer science as they look for programs to major in at the university. And we want to inspire them to be a part of that creation demographic, so that they don't just be the consumers, but then they are the providers of services and whatnot. Imagine the kind of impact that we're going to be making in the communities we're operating if we achieve our goals as an organization, having the capacity to recruit 1,000 young adults to join our bootcamp. In return, they having to teach 10,000 plus school kids on a daily basis, 5 days a week. That means thousands of school kids in those communities will now have the skills to work in great jobs, or they already have great jobs. If they have the great jobs, that means definitely they're going to bring about economic development in their communities, and that is the vision for Uncommon. Remember, it is said that how you think determines how you live, and how you live determines what or who you become in life. But then would like to paraphrase this again and say that it is the kind of information that you expose yourself to on a daily basis that determines how you think, and how you think determines how you live, and how you live determines who you become later in life. Now, in our bootcamp, 5 days a week, it's like we are exposing this rich information, rich ideas that will enable them to come up with problem-solving ideas that are going to change the world, that are going to impact Zimbabwe to become a great country, to become one of those leading tech, in regards to tech, a tech country, in other words, right? We want to uplift Zimbabwe to come from the 220th in the world to become like the 60th or the 50th. And when investors are looking for countries to invest in, we want Zimbabwe to be alongside countries like Kenya, Egypt, Dubai, and all those countries that are known for technology and things that are to do with entrepreneurship. That is the vision for Uncommon. And we not only want to be doing small projects in regards to how we generate revenue as an organization, we look forward to be developing applications, websites, softwares, coming up with amazing marketing strategies that is in regards to digital marketing, because we do not believe in surviving on donations alone, as my friend Tanya has just highlighted. We not only want to be getting small projects, as I've said before, that we are equipping ourselves with the best of the best technology skills, and that are very much helpful in the industry. And helpful, I mean, like, these are technical skills that are going to help us solve the problems that we have in Zimbabwe. Many people wish to go abroad. This is like for most Zimbabweans, if I'm to say, they believe that going abroad is the only solution to find, what can I say, greener pastures. But as Uncommon, we want those people not to go, people who wish to go outside, because we are bringing the resources, we are bringing the opportunities. And remember, going abroad, most of the time, especially for Zimbabweans, it's not really solving any problems for our country. But then if you solve your problem here, it means that if you solve your problem, a personal problem, you are solving the next person's problem. Because if you come up with a great idea, maybe it's a business, you're going to employ other people. Thus, you have covered the gap of unemployment in our country. And that is the vision for Uncommon. We want to impact Zimbabwe. We want to impact Southern Africa. We want to impact the whole of Africa. That is where we are headed as an organization. And it's our dream to be working with companies like Econet Wireless, MTN, Amazon, Google, all those leading tech companies. Those are the companies that we look forward to be working in partnership with in the long run, in the near future to come. And that is the vision that we have as an organization. And I really hope that this has really changed even your view of our countries in Africa. And I really hope that you join Uncommon even in donations, in sponsoring us, in partnering with the organization to do this amazing work that we as an organization have already started doing in Africa. So, Tanya, can you please move on to the next slide, please? Sorry, Natasha, can you please move on to the next slide? Thank you. Just a brief background about myself. My name is Carlton Chiwele. I'm a digital marketer. Rather, I'm the SEO and digital marketing manager at Uncommon. I'm 20 years of age, and I started learning digital marketing, I think, sometime around February. Uncommon gave me the privilege, or what can I say? Yeah, the privilege to pioneer digital marketing here at Uncommon. So they gave me the resources to start learning digital marketing from zero. And as soon as I got the knowledge and the skills, I started practicing as well as teaching the other guys to learn digital marketing so that they become just like me. And before I joined Uncommon, basically I was looking for a varsity place due to financial at home. I couldn't afford to go to most of the universities that I wanted to go to, and thus I had nothing else to do. But then Uncommon brought this great opportunity for me to join, and my whole life, I realized that I'm capable of thought and gain some self-confidence and many experiences to work in my everyday life.
Well, my name is Munyaradzi Kadzomber. I'm a UX and UI designer, age 25, and I also serve as an innovation hub manager for one of our workspaces. I joined Uncommon in 2019, the month of August, and my experience, it has been a real game changer. I found that I was always someone who wanted to be part of something that is progressive, something that is dynamic. So when I considered anything to do with my career, I always preferred something that was moving, something that was going somewhere, something that I always felt I'm making a contribution to, and I'm also solving a problem in community, in the setup, or wherever I am. So before I joined Uncommon, so I wanted to proceed to the funny thing. I couldn't go forward on to pursue any tertiary studies due to financial constraints. So I first decided to volunteer for something like 1.5 years at an organization, which is a charity organization that supports orphans and vulnerable children with funding for basic education and general welfare. So I was with that organization for 1.5 years, and then I went for about 4 years after leaving that organization, working in the construction sector. It was a rapid shift, something that I didn't expect. Experience to be sector I was doing on industrial waterproofing, whilst also on the other side I was freelancing as a graphic designer. This is something that I still do. But then when I joined Uncommon, something just changed. Or I knew I wanted this, but then it felt quite different because I was doing something, but it wasn't something that gave me that full sense of fulfillment, because I always felt that I wanted to pursue something greater. I wanted to do something more. I wanted to offer something bigger, whether to my family, to my community. And today, I'm actually proud to proclaim that this dream, this lifelong aspiration, with what I have been doing at Uncommon, it has given me a big chance to exercise that and also to grow as an individual, to offer something back, to be able to impact others individually, I have always seen myself and regard myself to this day as an agent of change. Wherever I am, I am a leadership and management enthusiast, apart from the fact that I'm a UX and UI designer. So I just love the idea of being there to create things, of being there to generate solutions to problems. And even when I look at design, it is basically what it is all about. There is a problem that needs to be addressed when it comes to design, whether it's UX, it's UI, or even graphic design. When I freelance all the time, trying to solve a problem. And then by solving that problem, I'm making an impact in someone's life and in a gain for me. And I'm growing. So in the near future, I always view myself excelling in the tech world, and given the opportunity that I have got via Uncommon, I'm learning. It's a fast-growing organization, and despite being in a place like Zimbabwe, I don't see that limiting me to achieve what I intend to achieve. Like I said, I view myself as an agent of change. Someday, I'm going to be running my own entity that will be focused on providing services that are within the tech industry, particularly something to do with design. So that's my story. I now hand over time to Diana.
Thank you. So I'm Diana Dumbu, years old. I'm a technology manager at Uncommon, and I joined this program early 2019. So what I was doing before is that I had no job. I joined, I was so interested, but because I wanted something to do. Before, I loved computer networking because it was easy for me. I viewed coding as something that is so difficult. So when I joined the team, I was introduced to coding games at first. So I was excited to make those games that I used to play just on phones. So, well, I didn't have an idea how to make games. So when I was introduced to that, yeah, well, I was interested. And my interest for to grow. That is when I started learning HTML, CSS, and as of now, I can make websites, and also, well, I can teach our recruits that we recruit, we recruit for the bootcamp. I teach them front-end web development, and I'm proud that I'm helping out in that area, and well. As of the next 2 years, I see myself building mobile apps, because right now I have a mentor from New York City who is helping me with JavaScript. So after the completion of that course, I'll be able to build mobile apps. So Uncommon have helped me to find my passion, and I'm proud to be a team that is changing lives through coding. Thank you. I'll hand over to Tanya.
Thank you. My name is Munyaradzi Kadzomber. I am a 19-year-old junior developer at Uncommon. When I first known about Uncommon, it was when I was doing my secondary. It was 2016, and they were here just to test out if their program could work. So in 2018, they returned back, and that's when I officially joined as a volunteer instructor. So we could go into schools, teach young children how to program. So we could go into primary schools, teach children how to code, could teach them the Scratch games. So I didn't realize that coding was into me. The Uncommon people made me realize that I was a tech person. Naturally, they made me realize. And they didn't just impact tech skills into me. At some point I lost self-confidence because I like couldn't proceed with what I wanted. I didn't even like to be a tech person. I wanted to be a nurse. Like, so they made me realize so many things about myself. I gained a lot of self-confidence. Also, the Uncommon made me realize that I'm not only the person who needs help. Uncommon helps a lot of disadvantaged people. So it came to me that I am not the only person who needs help here. There are also young women out there like me who need help in solving their problems out there. We have given out their hope. There are also young children who can't even afford to go to school. So they made me realize that it's not only me who needs help, like proceeding in whatever you like, in like realizing what you are than what you think. So in 10 years' time, I would think like I'll be a full stack developer, I'll be like creating my own websites, creating my own apps, and I'll be like helping young mothers out there and young and disadvantaged people out there to realize their dreams and not to give up their hope. At this time, I would like to thank you, BSA, for the opportunity, and thank you all for listening and inspiring us to be proud Africans in STEM.
Thank you so much, Team Uncommon. I think I speak for everyone who participated today in saying that this is such an amazing initiative. It's so inspiring. You should read the comments after this. Everyone is mind blown, going crazy on Twitter. I think it's just a beautiful initiative. And for me, because I'm from Zimbabwe, it really hits close to home. There's just so much amazing work that you're doing. And you guys should be so proud of yourselves. You're so young and you've achieved so much. It's just brilliant. Also, I wanted to just let the attendees know that actually the Uncommon team is also redesigning the Visibility STEM Africa website. That will be launching in the next month or so. So please, when you check out our website soon, you're going to see it's going to have a new, nice, bright, fancy features. And that's all thanks to this amazing team. So thank you guys for doing that for us. But yeah, we're going to go into question and answers. The first question comes from other Natasha and is for Carlton. So Carlton, could you tell us a bit more about what digital marketing is and what do you love about it?
So thank you for the question, Natasha. Basically, digital marketing, or what I do is a website, regardless of how it's been designed or a good code, you still need traffic. That's like the main purpose of a website. You need people to be visiting the website so that it can start to serve its purpose. For example, is at Uncommon, the purpose of our website is to get people to donate to our website, to know about our website, as well as to sign up for our email, like, the email updates, like receiving the updates about our organization, how it's progressing. So that's basically what I will be doing. We focus on something called SEO, which is something that is not paid for. We work on content, and in regards to design, if something is not working, or if something is not like good in regards to how our traffic performs when they visit our website, we need them to like redesign the website so that people start like acting on our website, prompting them to take certain actions on our website. We do like something called SEM, search engine marketing, that's in regards to Google Ads. Currently, I'm working on a project with Shriver Gilroy. He's also like my second mentor from Google. We are running a Google Ads campaign. We are paying in order to get traffic to our website and to this great cause. We look into analytics now, analyzing the things that we will be doing in SEO, social, part of with from Facebook, so that they can like market our organization and do data studio, which is really about for the things that we'll be doing, like SEO, SEM, compiling the data so that we make it easier for the clients to view the information like the data that they are receiving on their website. And basically, I think everything that about marketing, I love everything about marketing. I think most of my time I spend studying more about marketing so that I become a guru at this. And in just a short space of time, I've learned so much because Uncommon has unveiled all the resources that I require in order for me to become the best. And I'm also working with Matthew Ross. He owns Ross Brain Partners, a digital marketing company, as well as he's the product manager at Poster. He's been helping me to structure everything that's in regards to the curriculum for organization, as well as the work that I'm doing for the client. But there is everything. I don't have anything that I can say.
I think the passion that you have also comes through when you're talking about it. It's just so inspiring to hear. You really seem like you're into it, which is amazing. So I have a question for Tanya and Diana. Maybe Tanya, you can answer first. So what do you love most about coding, and what would you want the audience to know about coding?
Okay, so I would say what I love most about coding is that it challenges you to think hard. It's like it's a solving problem you can have. When you start coding, you learn a lot of languages, you know, HTML, CSS, and you have to use those languages to create one beautiful website. And if you have bugs, you have like to figure out how to fix them. So those are challenging things to do. So it's like you develop a skill of problem solving into that. And when you get yourself, it's like you lose like your social life. That's it. So I'm someone who doesn't like to socialize more. So what I love most about coding is that I'm always indoors, I'm doing my work, and I just love doing coding. So it's like, yeah, it's uncommon when designers are done with their product. They think like they will be fixed. Times they will be hard. Like the video was a hard one for me, but it took me some time, but I tackled it. I put all my time, all my efforts. It's because I put all my passion in it. I have interest in it, no other things. Yeah, so what I would want the audience to hear about coding, it's something that can change your life in the way that you think, in the way that you respond to certain situations that you have. Yeah.
Diana, would you like to share your perspective on that?
All right, so thank you. Well, coding challenges you to be a problem solver because when a company approaches you to do a website for them, mostly there is a functionality or they want them. So when you do that project, you are solving a problem. So at the end of the day, you are a problem solver and you think well critically. And also once you have the skills, you are someone who is already empowered. You can start something of your own with the skills that you learn in coding. And also, well, I teach code here at Uncommon. So I love debugging. I love teaching. I'm giving back to my community. So that is the main reason why I love coding, because it's improving a lot of lives out there in our communities when we recruit them, when we teach them coding. So I happen to be one of the person who is in the team who is teaching coding. So I'm loving it a lot.
Answers from both you and Tanya. I just can't stop smiling. I'm feeling so happy right now. I'm just going to ask one last question to Munya. So what is, before we end this, what's one thing that is the big takeaway from the presentation? What do you want people to remember about Uncommon? What's like just one big thing you want people to take away from this whole presentation?
Well, what I would share, our story, anything. It's possible. You can finish it. So this is what we are doing, it's our vision forward. Despite the now we are not that big yet, but we have grown. We'll be running 6 innovation hubs, and at the start of 2019, there wasn't even any one hub that had been properly set up to that level. But then in 20 breakthrough, and we are progressing. So it's just a sign. And like maybe out there who has listened to our story, that I want to assure you that it's possible.
Okay, we seem to have lost them, but I think we're just going to end there. Just give me 1 second. No, yeah, I think we'll just end there. I would like to thank the team. Diana's back. Diana, would you just like to wrap up for the team? Just a final goodbye from the team. Okay, now we lost Diana. Okay, no worries. Thank you so much to the Uncommon team for such an inspiring talk. Thank you I'm feeling really proud to be Zimbabwean right now. I think this for me I was getting very emotional as they were doing their talk. It's just such a beautiful story, and they're doing such amazing work. So please remember to check them out. I think they're back now. You can actually say goodbye, but thank you guys so much for joining the talk. I just wanted to say I'm really proud of the work you're doing. It's super inspiring. I think everyone is feeling very inspired right now, and just keep on doing the amazing work that you're doing. I think people will connect with you on social media. And if you are interested in supporting Uncommon, please check out their website. I think the links are there in the chat, and we'll share them again after the event so you guys can check out all the work they're doing, find ways to support, and just cheer on this amazing initiative. But yeah, thank you all for being here. This was so amazing. We really appreciate, the presentation.